from my head to my feet, yeah. Listen, red light, yellow light, green light, go. Crazy little woman in a one-man show. Mirror queen, mannequin, rhythm of love. Sweet dreams, saccharine, Lucy. Lucy. We gotta please a little, squeeze a little, tease a little more. Easy operator, come on knocking on my door. Sometime, anytime, sugar miss sweet. Little miss innocent sugar.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith.
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin, and with...
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson continues to be happy with his role on the Warriors. He said winning is so much fun. It's one thing to put up numbers, and it's another to sacrifice and be on the best team in the NBA. I'll take the latter every time. At the end of the day, people are going to remember championships. That's what it's all about. And that's absolutely right. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's the mindset you have to have. In the end, winning titles should be the ultimate goal. Well, Smitty, we have a fantastic matchup between two of the top centers in the league right in front of us here. It's a throwback to an era of an earlier time when big men were dominant in this league.
Kevin, I remember those days when you just sat down, you wanted to see Shaq versus Ewing, Akeem versus David Robinson. Those were fun. Yes, as a guard, we had matchups, but you know that was different. Those were the big men battling.
Yes.
I miss those days.
I do too. And it's the Warriors to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, lethal shooting pair of Klay and KD out on the perimeter. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Curry in at the point guard position.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one.
It's small ball with Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Durant. Oh, good on that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound. Durant against Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. On defense, Golden State. Here's Thompson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's another aspect of Thompson's game that he continues to improve on. He is not just relying on his shooting, but building on his game by working on his driving.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Here is Durant. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson from long range gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 5 points so far. And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like there? How do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it was a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things, but the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny, funny, funny.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Curry's shot is good.
Stephen Curry putting the defense in no man's land, possessing quick feet and a fast release.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Iguodala with a screen on Iguodala. And Stephen Curry another three. Curry's got his second basket.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Right side Durant. Over Durant. And the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the shot goes in.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Here's Curry with the three. Another miss by Curry.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shoots from the baseline. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Well, when I look back at the career of Klay Thompson, you can't help but notice how much he's...
Beautiful. Beautiful. When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And the Warriors decide their first time out here. Smitty, you watch the game closely, of course. When you look beyond the household names that we all know, who are some of the more underrated players in the league right now?
I think Jay Crowder, Kemba Walker, I think Gordon Hayward, Rodney Hood, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Those are some of the names that jump out on the screen for me because they play the right way, they make winning plays, and I think more and more people are starting to notice them.
I like those names. In for Andre Iguodala. Warriors trail by 10. On its way from Curry for two. And that time, also a missed shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, that shot by Stephen Curry from the three-point line. He can hit that with his eyes closed.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Green with the screen on Thompson. Durant kicks to Green. It's stolen by Green. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Everyone knows how amazing Green is on defense because of his long reach. Nice job there starting the transition play.
Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And that can't happen. Listen, the wide open chip shot.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game. And the fans here, they know it.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor. He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall. What's amazing to me about Klay Thompson is his ability to take over a game. He just needs a few shots to drop and look out. The next thing you know, he is in unstoppable rhythm.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Draymond Green. Young comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
And one reason Thompson is such a fantastic offensive player is because he is so good at drawing fouls.
And with Klay's shooting ability and size, it allows him to put up huge numbers, Steve, when he's locked in. We've seen it before in the past.
You know, just looking at Klay's resume shows how dominant he can be when he's on fire. 35 points in a quarter, 60 in 3 quarters. One of the scariest players in the league when he's on. He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
To the paint. McGee, the pass to Durant. Back to McGee. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Warriors trail by 18. Curry. The long distance three is good. Curry's got 8 points.
And Green is always looking to swing the ball for the best open shot available.
The dish to Young. The tray. That shot no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Stolen by McGee. And Young, here we go. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Young's got his first points of the game.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key. A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
And here's Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. McGee a screen. Livingston kicks to Durant. Good on the triple.
A scorer like KD can beat you one-on-one. If you run him off a screen and give him a step, it's all over.
And that's not going to go. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again. Even your teammates, maybe. But family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Cleaning the glass, I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early, an aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
Livingston and Thompson are the guards. West out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Young in at the three. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Pick by West. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by West.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And last season with the acquisition of Kevin Durant, it seemed the Warriors fell into the villain role in the NBA. They became the team fans love to hate as they were viewed from afar as being unfair. Smitty, do you think they embraced that role?
You know, I think they did. Either knowingly or not, the physical play and antics of their big man helped that along. Not to mention quotes like, "No die life" in Utah.
Here's Livingston. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now, here's Livingston. T right on him. No one near him. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
And McGee kicks it to West. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to be on David West.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
That free throw, no good. Smitty, you played a couple seasons in the Northwest where the Portland Trail Blazers are wildly successful and very, very popular. You hear rumblings about a return of the NBA to Seattle. Do you think it'll ever happen?
You know, Kevin, I hope so. There's a lot of places in the NBA, and we have some great cities. But I think Seattle, speaking for myself, was one of the favorites. They came out, they supported. Obviously, most fan bases support when they're winning. But even when Seattle was mediocre, that fan base was there. They enjoyed it. I love the Northwest. I'd hope it happens again. I hope NBA basketball returns to Seattle.
There's a screen. It's rebounded by Golden State.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Warriors leading by 21. Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Over Bell. And it's West missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 9 points for Steph Curry.
There it is, his first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter, his third of the game.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And for the last few... seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bell comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kevon Looney in for West. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Pachulia sets a screen for Curry. Feeds it to Pachulia. A second chance effort, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
Now, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately, most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle. Doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
Young dishes to Iguodala. Over Durant. And too long on the shot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Curry. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And the wide-open shot from Green. Off target from three-point range. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Stolen by Durant. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Livingston. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Pachulia, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Nick Young. And the Warriors also making a change. Looney's checked in. Warriors shooting only 21% from the field so far. Curry can't get it to go. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul.
Well, you watch the all-around game of Sean Livingston, and there's a lot to like. Very soft on his turnaround and pull-up shots. Great vision, solid defender. He pretty much does everything well.
And the first one drops. And with Livingston, you have to remember that his career was nearly ended by a devastating knee injury. Many players wouldn't have attempted to come back from an injury like that, but Steve, he has, and he has found success.
Kevin, it's hard not to cheer for a guy like Sean Livingston, who has gone through so much. You wonder how great he could have been if the injury never happened. I see him, he could have been playing or would have been an all-star in this game. Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Durant with it, guarded now by Durant. Here's Curry with the 3. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Curry, good.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot.
Outside Green. This one for 3. Another miss by Curry.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Durant on the money with the shot from the left block.
There's just so many ways Durant can beat you. This time converting on the rebound.
Livingston with it. There's the pick. The 3. Here's Green. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. Well, for the Warriors, taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
This first half blowout is surprising because both teams came in here pretty much evenly matched. It's a case of one team being ready to play with the other simply going through the motions. One team playing to win, the other playing not to lose.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
That's it for halftime. Glad you...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more double.
The Warriors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Durant in at the 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. one kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
You watch Kevin Durant and the way he just rises up so easily, Steve, with his soft touch. He can absolutely be unguardable, even if you're willing to throw double and triple teams his way.
You know, Durant's height, shooting, and mobility are just too much for one defender to deal with. On any given possession, he can create a good look out of nothing. It's why he's one of the greatest scorers to ever play.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Curry with the 3. They get it back. Pachulia, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
A really good way to get your first points of the half with a rugged play on the backboard.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. A guy who can lead this team and wants to get his guys open looks.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineup. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
.90 seconds now into the second half. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond, Greg, has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. JaVale McGee comes in for Young. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Curry against Curry. They kick it out to Green. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And again, no good by Golden State.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Thompson misses. Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Again, Curry missing.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot blocking threat.
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 19 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire, or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, "You know what, Smitty, it's time." I said, "Golly, coach, in the game, in the middle of the game." But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills was gone.
That's an amazing story. It's stolen by Curry. And Durant, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
From deep, Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Golden State, JaVale McGee's checked in for Draymond Green. Kevon Looney comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Nick Young is subbed in for Thompson. The Warriors have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Young's shot is off. And for the Warriors, they're shooting approximately 43% in the third quarter. Stolen by McGee. Here's Curry. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Young against Thompson. Again, Young missing. The Warriors shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
It's got to be hard guarding Stephen Curry. You don't know when he's going to shoot the basketball, and sometimes you overreact, and you're just plain and simple fouling. When it's all said and done, there will be no doubt Curry will be the greatest shooter involved in three-pointers. He has absolutely changed the way the league views shooting point guards.
Stephen Curry hits them both. And with Curry in his shooting, really, he has transformed himself, Steve, into a complete offensive juggernaut. There is just no slowing him up.
No, not at all. We know he can shoot the basketball, but now he's able to score at all 3 levels. He's one of the best at the mid-range, at the rim, and when guys are guarding him, he has a knack to create separation. And on a daily basis, it is just jaw-dropping to watch.
Lets it go from deep. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. McGee's got 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside Curry. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Shoots over Curry. They need this. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Livingston kicks to Young, to the paint, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Looney can't hit that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Iguodala out there with Looney. And there's Livingston. Then there's West. And it's McCall in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Iguodala wide open. The shot misses. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Here's McCall. Pass to Looney. It's stolen. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Here's Livingston. It's rebounded by West. West has got his third rebound tonight. On its way from Young for two. Again, Young missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And again, no good by Golden State.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Looney kicks it to West. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass nice and simple.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bell comes in for Looney. Young is subbed in for Andre Iguodala.
When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There is so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Livingston kicks it to West. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
At the line of Warriors, David West.
That free throw, no good. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league. Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
And this has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
Young against Young. 5 to shoot. Passes to McCaw. Tries a three. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one.
Julia, he's checked in for West.
First personal foul, team's four. At the line of the Warriors, Jordan Bell. With one.
The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's McCaw, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists in the game. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. But Julia's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Shots good from Young.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
But Julia, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it's blocked. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up.
For your Warriors, Patrick McCaw.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Pachulia, and he banks in the layup.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Iguodala outside. He feeds it to Bell. Over Pachulia. That's short off the rim. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young. And that one's on target from the wing.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bell against Bell. Here's McCaw, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McCaw has got 8 points in the quarter.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
Now here's Livingston. Now the pass to McCaw. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Pachulia. That shot, no good. Good D by Bell. The Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Livingston, no luck.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Here's Iguodala. Makes it off the glass.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was the alpha dog on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Bell, and it's Iguodala in for Young. Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. McCaw kicks to Livingston. There's a good screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Young comes in for Andre Iguodala. Looney kicks to Young. To the left side wing. Pass to Livingston. Here's McCaw. It's deflected.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Livingston. No good off the front iron. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, an enemy.
Controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it. That's